Hello everybody, and welcome to ILR Americas for round number 4 here in Spain. Maybe a slightly unfamiliar voice. I will introduce myself as, of course, and that's Rain. Oh, well, interesting. Anyway, my name is Leon. You may have heard me once before. I filled in for Graham for ILR, I believe it was 6 back in China. This is my second ever ILR commentary, and the usual commentator couldn't make it, so I gladly offered to fill in. And as the rain has come down, I want to guess that'll be it for qualifying, as no one will be able to improve their laps now as the track will start to get wetter. The rain will soak into the track. It's going to be a dry race, okay? So not much quali running, but the race is going to be dry. Sterling West, John McClain. I'm going to call him John McClain. If I do mispronounce any of these guys' names, please say if I have, so then I can change. And Diego, I haven't really set any laps, and the rain's coming down very lightly, so may still see some improvements. I already have the standings up actually. So as the rain's coming down and people are doing their laps, It's Me is leading the championship with, I believe that is 68 points. The first, and the second, quite dominant from himself there. In second is Diego with 43 points. Third is Speedster, 42. Fourth is King MJ. I know him from ILR6. He's on 31 points. LR Surface, 23. Sterling West, 16. Marquez's, or Odems, also known as, on 15. Fatal on 12, along with Lorenzo. Jack is now then on 9. Bananas Time, if that's how you pronounce it correctly, is on 8. Howitzer is on 4. Montoya 2. Jennings 1, and the remaining drivers are on 0. Now the constructors, let's quickly move up. So leading the constructors is Toro Rosso of It's Me and Jack on 77 points. The rain has... oh, it's incredibly light. Yeah, Toro Rosso of It's Me and Jack on 77 points. Then it's the Ferraris, or Ferrari on 58, Red Bull 51, Force India 46, Mercedes 33, Sauber 12, Renault 12, McLaren 4, Williams 3, and is that 3? Yes. And Haas are yet to score a point. Yeah, no, but on the standings it's Howitzer, so just... I just read what was on the standings. Yellow flags are set to 3. The rain is barely coming down. Lorenzo is on a lap. Yes, he's around the final corner in the Renault. Can he improve himself on an 18.8? Yes, he can. Goes fourth with an 18.3. It's me's up by a tenth in the first set, so the rain seems to be coming down again. Scott is... no, not on a lap. Lorenzo's just finished his. King MJ, also known as Jamie, is in the pits. Surface on an outlap, Diego in the pits. Montoya, Bananas time, and Risping. I'm probably well off there. And then you've got Bellatrix. I believe they're 2 reserves. It's me with a 17-2. Goes provisional pole with 6 minutes to go. Mr. Jennings is warming up their tyres. Sterling West is coming around the final corner to complete a lap. It is only good enough to put him 9th. Bellatrix is finishing the first sector, is down his lap time. Mr. Jennings, I believe, has just started a lap, so we'll keep an eye on the Williams driver. Oh, what was that? That was Sterling West getting in the way. Very fortunate there wasn't a crash there. Surface is on a lap in the middle sector. What can they do? Doesn't say whether they're up or down in the first 2 sectors, but we'll find out when they cross the line. If you can hear me sniffing a little bit, I've got hay fever, so yeah, just a little bit snotty, but that's fine. Surface on the final corner, what can they do? A 17-2. 200ths behind It's Me. Oh, I'll call him Ray. Ray is up on a lap time. A bit wide there, coming into turn 9. Now they're up by 3/10, so they're getting closer to It's Me's time. Needs to find another 3/10 in this final sector, which is easily doable as he comes through, okay or not, as he goes into the pits. Bananas time goes 4th with a 1:18 flat. King MJ is now on a set of medium tyres for some reason. Diego, I think it's just started a lap on the set of softs. Yeah, I do believe so. Yellow flag in sector 3. So where they're coming from, they've gone now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As Jack retires, down in 13th. Jack was already in the pits, so yeah, I don't know what's happened there. And our Surface is retired. Diego went fourth. Not a bad lap. Seems to be just it's me and Surface. Seem to be on another level. On another level. So far here tonight. MJ's down the lap time. JP Montoya's about to start a lap. So is Sterling West. This will be his final lap and pretty much everyone's final lap. So we'll have to wait and see. Surprises are yet to be in store. There will be no podium interviews as I am not the usual commentator, so I will let the commentator I'm covering do that. So Sterling West now coming up through the sector 2 split. Don't know if he's up or down, does not tell me unfortunately. Oh, runs a bit wide, loses the back end. Up the hill. Very lucky there not to lose the car and has backed off. I think they invalidated as they let Rick Ping, I believe, go through. Rick or Riss. I might call him Rick. Anyways, on that super softs, which is quite interesting. He's not the only one either. Jennings, I believe, will be the first one to cross the line once the checkered flag comes out. And the checkered flag is out, so everyone who was in the pits originally will have finished qualifying. Jennings around the final corner. What can they do? It's going to be a 120.6, 13th. John McClane next. Followed up by what I believe is King MJ. Nope. King MJ. Nope. These are the last three. So I'm on board with Rick, because then it's Rick, followed by Sterling West, followed by Bellatrix. So we'll look and see. What can Sterling West do as well? Sterling West doesn't improve. And Rick, I don't think improves either. Bellatrix does not improve either. So that is it for qualifying. It's me is on pole. And who was that? I believe I saw someone in third there. Incredibly close to the top two. Wasn't able to catch my eye on it. It was Diego. So the top three separated by just 21 thousandths. So this race could be interesting. Fourth is Ray on a set of mediums. Fifth Bananas time. Sixth Scott. Seventh Lorenzo. Eighth King MJ. Ninth Montoya. 10th Sterling West. 11th Rick. 12th Bellatrix. 13th Mr. Jennings. Jack 14th. John McClane 15th, and ILR Reader 16th, also known as Howitzer. And dry, as was said in the chat. Alright, so as the formation lap begins, we'll check the tyres for everyone outside the top 10. Ooh, interesting. The majority have gone for softs. Rick, ILR Reader and John McClane. Mediums for Jack, and super softs for Bella, Trix and Mr. Jennings. Which is quite interesting. I don't see why the super softs would be useful, but we will see. As it's me leads every one away. No, Rick, Bellatrix and Ray have all been disqualified. As we get ready for the final Spanish Grand Prix of the week. As it's me technically lines up first. As we get ready. First start of the Spanish Grand Prix. Come on, lights. Here we go, we've got lights, we've got 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights. And away we go. Mr. Jennings has got a jump start. It looks like he's got a very good run coming down into turn 1 now. Surface is under pressure from Diego. Let's have a look. Looks like Surface has got the move, not Diego. Brakes later. Some wheel to wheel contact, but no harm done. There is someone off in the background. And that is, I believe, oh, that is Scott off. And Montoya is also off. Bellatrix has had a collision also. And so has Ray. From being, I believe it was 3rd all the way down. Still, West has got a stop-go penalty for corner cutting and getting in position. And ILR Reader is already up into 8 from last. Very good start there. Will Rick go back down the inside? Nope. So Rick actually runs wide. And what was Mr. Jennings trying? Everyone seems to be keeping it clean, which is nice to see. No loses that little kink. Surprising how many people can do. As that one ends, it's me who leads. Anyone close to making a pass? Nope. Ray's trying to get temperature in there, or in his tyres. Obviously it's very difficult on a set of mediums. Not as bad as the hards like, but still very difficult. Right, so Diego is now on the back of Surface. It's me starting to pull the gap already out of DRS of Surface, so we may not see him in a battle for the remainder of the race, and we could just see him fly away into the distance. Oh, it's onto ILR. Oh, we spun round. I don't know what has happened there. I think he's collided with Rick and has ended up being backwards up the hill. Meanwhile, Diego was having a look at surface, still a little bit too far behind. Looks like we do have a few Diego fans here in the chat. I believe that is Montoya who had an off, and I will have to agree there. There is some gravel on the tyres. Let's go on board with Ray as Ray's closing in on Rick. Also Diego is a 10th behind. Surface does seem to be struggling. Oh, your flag, Ray. Was it Ray? Must have been Ray. Oh no, ILR is out of the Grand Prix. Where was that? Let's go with Bellatrix to try and find out. Was it up the hill here? Yes, it was. Exactly where I gone round in ILR1. Quite a tricky corner. Oh, Diego had a look at surface there into turn 1. Unlucky. That corner's tricky. I lost it earlier, so you're not the only one. Surface is really struggling. Diego, he's got the traction actually, side by side with the surface going up the hill. Can I get the move down the inside? Surface brakes later. Diego gets a better traction. Diego is up into P2. That is a very nice overtake, and someone else is now off the track. Oh, was that just ILR Reader? No, it was Jennings who has had an off. Meanwhile, Ray's having a look at Jack for P8. They both went wide there, and Jack lets Ray through. I don't know why, but must have been reasoning behind it, as Jennings is off again. As lap 5 has begun. Go still in west. He's closing on King MJ. I know what Sterling West is capable of. I know we can get up the grid. It's just going to sit back and I think maybe wait for a mistake, or we'll just try and pass down straight. No point trying to pass through these complex corners because it's just going to lose your time. It's just standing behind, and Scott and Bellatrix. Scott has passed Bellatrix somewhere in there. I don't know where, I didn't see it. Ray's down the back of Rick, and Jack is within a second too. Should be fairly comfortable for Ray. Pulls to the inside and has already got the position. Oh, Jack is off and into the barrier. Caught that perfectly, went on ball with Jack. As Jack did spin round, it is unfortunate. Just caught the inside curb. And it sent him round off into the barrier. Now Jack will be under pressure from John McClane, but Jack hasn't really got what's called a wing left. You're flagging set to 3. Oh! Oh, no, that's Mr. Jennings, alright. Okay. Thought something had happened, it was just Mr. Jennings getting lapped on lap 7. Which is quite early to get lapped. And Ray's in the pits, so it is Jack. I believe both will go on a set of softs. Ray has, and yep, so is Jack. Yeah, what about Diego? Oh, it's gone ball with Sterling West. And Sterling West is in the pits. So is Rick. And Sterling 7 is stop go from when he got that stop go for I believe it was corner cutting and gaining an advantage. And Rick is also in. It's for a set of soft, so Rick is going for the 2-stop. There's no way Sterling West is able to try and push that mediums 25 laps, surely. Surely not. Oh, again, Ray. And Rick. I believe Ray has got the move this time. Rick is on a cold set of soft, so quite an easy move for Ray. Ray could potentially get out of DRS, so Mr. Jennings is now out of the Grand Prix. As Bellatrix picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, currently now no battles, which is quite unfortunate. Tell you about Diego. There isn't much to say. I don't usually commentate here, but he's looking quick. He's gaining on its meat. May see a battle for the lead soon. And that is basically it. This me seems to be losing more and more time, and Diego just seems to be gaining more and more time. Don't think any of them will pit yet. No, they're not. Leading on now to lap 10. Diego is 6 tenths behind. This will be a little bit of a lunge, I think. Yeah, it'll be a definite lunge. But closes in. is now a battle for the lead as it's me goes on the grass once again. Since we used all the track limits possible. Oh, still in West. Oh, what's happened to John McClane? Oh no. John McClane's just lost 2 positions down a straight. So, the power of straight line speed has compelled John McClane to lose 2 positions. And Diego picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could be big for the end of the race if these two keep battling. Because from what I believe, It's Me does not have one, as we are now completed a third of the Grand Prix. Oh, Diego with a big slide out of turn 2. So lost him a lot of time and momentum through turn 3. As Radar gets a penalty. Yeah, Diego does have a pen. Still well too far behind, 6.5 attempts. Also, I do apologise if you can hear me yawn from time to time. I've never commentated this late, so, well, because I do live in the UK, so it's a little bit later for me. Very unusual. And Diego pits. Yeah, it's very unusual for me to be commentating around this time, so may hear me yawn a few times, but hopefully you won't mind. Still giving you all the action. As King MJ also pits, as you can see the Force India in the background. And Diego comes out comfortably in P5. Very comfortably in P5, in fact. So what this does mean is that It's Me needs an absolute whopping in lap. Actually, there was a battle going on for P12 between Bellatrix and Jack. Montoya isn't that far up the road. Jack just giving a Bellatrix a nice little indication of go a bit quicker. As Jack now has the DRS and has got the move. No, oh, Bellatrix has broke late and too late. Has lost the position. Jack is up into P12 and It's Me pits. Where will It's Me come out? Banana's time pits, Surface stays out, Lorenzo pits, I believe. No, Lorenzo stays out as well. In 1 moment. Sorry for that interruption. Yeah, It's Me has come out just ahead of Diego. And when I mean just ahead, I mean just ahead. Oh, Diego loses the back end slightly. But no harm was done, didn't lose it in a wall. It's just dropped out of DRS though. which isn't exactly what he wants, as Surface pits, and Surface picks up a stop go for speeding in the pit lane, which he will have to serve at the end of the race. 5 seconds will be added onto his race time. The yellow flag is set to 3. It is... Ooh, it's still in West. He's gone off at... up the hill, actually, on the exit of... going up the hill. No wing damage, but has done probably a lot of damage to his tyres. Back on board with the leaders. Diego hunting down, it's me. For P1. I'll say it again. I will not be doing podium interviews because it's not my place to do so. I will leave that for the main commentator next week, hopefully if they return. Yeah, it's me starting to pull a gap to Diego. So I've got to feel the battle for the lead could be well and truly done for the race. Ray is now closing in on Lorenzo. Lorenzo is on a fresh set of medium tyres. Meanwhile, Ray is on quite worn softs, so could be quite an interesting affair. Ray's really close, a bit too far back for a lunge though. Seems to be braking a lot later than Lorenzo into the corners. Might want to be a bit wary. He's right up the gearbox now, that Renault. If he gets a good run up here, can go for the move into the hairpin. And I think he's too far behind. Lorenzo defends. Ray down the inside, gets the move up into P5. Excellent overtake, but will have to pit, so we'll end up giving the position away anyway. Now we have Scott and Sterling West going into battle. Oh, never mind, Scott pits, so that's into that battle. Welcome Fatal. I don't believe you're the trash one. If I check the standings, let's have a look. Nah, you've got 12 points. You're not trash, you've got a 4th place. Means you have done well. Good helicopter shot there if it's me. Going down the main straight. As now more than 50% of the race has been completed. So Ray gets another penalty, so Ray isn't having the best of races. Oh, Sterling West and Rick. Rick defends his side, Sterling West around the outside. A fairly comfortable move for Sterling West. Sterling West is up into P8. And Rick is left to fade away in the mirror of that Ferrari, or the mirrors. Scott and McLean now battling for P13. Might as well stay in the race, anything can happen, you can still get points. Oh, is that Scott down the inside? No, it is not. Oh, but it is. McLean didn't have a very good exit. Oh, Bellatrix is round. Right in front of Scott and McLean. So that makes this a three-way battle with Bellatrix on worse tyres. Well, definitely 15 lap old mediums. It's getting really close now. Scott's going to try and go for a move on Bellatrix unless Bellatrix pits. And Bellatrix pits. Which ruins that battle. Hopefully John McLean can keep up, but I doubt it. No, John McLean's for a DRS. Diego is still there in the background, lurking. Ready to pounce if any error is caused by It's Me, but I think Diego is gradually closing the gap, but ever so slightly gradually. There's no real battles going on at the moment, which is unfortunate. But usually Spain isn't the greatest for racing in real life and on the game. Don't usually have the most exciting races at Spain. As in fact it is a real life Grand Prix this, well, next weekend. As Montoya now is on the back of Rick for what is P9. Montoya's on 17 lap old mediums and will have to pit soon for a set of softs that will go to the end. Will Rick go for, Montoya go for it down the side of Rick? No. Thought about it last second into the hairpin and did back off. Is that just a headlight? Sterling West 2.5 seconds up the road. And Rick and Montoya are in. And Jack does not come into the pits. Jack continues now on 13 lap old softs. Sorry about that, I am back. Diego is closing the gap on It's Me. Meanwhile, Ray is closing in on Banana's time, even though Ray's on 14 lap old softs. Very interesting. Very good helicopter shot here. This is the battle that looks like we'll go ahead. John McClane picks up a stop go for speeding in the pit lane. That is unfortunate. Ooh. Yeah, Ray does come into the pits for a set of softs to go to the end, and he should come out ahead of Sterling West. Yes, it will be ahead of Sterling West. By quite a long margin as well. So now Jack and Rick are battling once again. Off like a set of 2. It was John McClane getting out the way. Full Banana's time. Back and forward with Jack. He's got DRS on. Rick, will he go around? You have to go around the outside. Rick defends, and Jack has the move up into P11, and only 1 position off the points, or a point. That's our 10 laps to go in this Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, Scott, Montoya, there's still flags for some reason. I do not know what for. As Lorenzo picks up a 3-second time penalty. We'll go back on board. We'll go on board with Diego now. Is that running side by side if it's me? And that is John McClane. No, it's not. Yeah, the faction sets to 3. What's happened? Ooh, King MJ's off. The racist is silent. I don't know what you're about. Who's the racist? Let's see if we can hear myself. I'm not 100% sure, so. Who's the racist? Okay, now I can hear myself. Right. King MJ will come out just behind Montoya. As the gap between the top two decreases now to 1.3 seconds, and there are 8 laps to go, so it looks like finale to this Grand Prix is going to look tasty. One moment. Right now, sorry about that. Once this black box disappears, Diego's closed in by yet another 10th. There's lap number 26 out of 33 begins. Good helicopter shot of Diego through the trees. That is, I believe, yeah, it's me's teammate of Jack, who will become a lapped car very shortly. He may get used to perhaps help It's Me here and give It's Me a little bit more of a gap. If Jack becomes a little bit more complicated and lets Diego go in a more compromising position. Oh, Montoya's out. Safety car! Oh my god. Oh my. Bellatrix has got a stop go for speeding under the safety car. Well then. Bellatrix has got another drive-through penalty, I meant. But wow, a safety car on lap 27 out of 33. I was going to say this race was a little bit dull. Now, oh wow, people are getting stop-go penalty. Oh, it's a stop-go penalty for crossing the white line. Sorry for my computer there, being a little bit louder than usual. Rick with a drive-through penalty for speeding. Shouldn't be speeding, and another one. But everyone is in. This will be for a set of super softs. To go to the end. And It's Me will lead again. Now, where's the safety car to pick him up? That was the interesting question. Lorenzo, not Lorenzo. Montoya binned it at turn. Oh, safety car. Montoya binned it at turn 2, which is the reasoning why the safety car is out. Oh, severe collision. What? What? Scott's been disqualified. I'm not sure I read that right. Didn't. Okay then, I guess not. Is that Lorenzo? No, Lorenzo's in the background. It's Rick that's going to be the problem here. Rick is currently sat in 3rd. Oh, severe collision. Is that actually a true one though? Yes, it is. So. Oh, the safety car's let everyone through. No, it hasn't. Okay, I missed something there. Yeah. Banana's time has got to stop and go, and Rick has as well. Apparently everyone's getting these stop goes. Look at the amount of stop goes. Wow. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stop goes. That's incredible. Sure, the safety car must be coming in this lap. And the safety car is in this lap. We'll have a 4-lap shootout, essentially. Will Jack make it to the back of the pack in time? Yes, Jack has. So as we get ready for the safety car restart, and we have gone green, and it's me's got a very good getaway as everyone comes flying through. There's going to be quite a lot of stop goes to add on at the end of this race. So everyone seems to have taken it very cleanly. Sterling West is lapping John McClane. Oh, that's Rick off as well. All the lap cars seem to be getting in the way. Oh, that's Jack and King M. No, it's not. That's Jack and Bellatrix. John McClane needs to let Jack through. And he has. Uncle Ball with Banana's time. Banana's time is closing in. Grid is all nice and compact. We're about to start lap 31 out of 33. As Bellatrix has passed John McLean. And it's me, sets the fastest lap, then it's followed up by Diego. Who's going to come out on top here? It's going to come down to penalties, definitely, with the amount of stop goes I saw. Probably anyone could win this race. And now it's Scott with the fastest lap of the race. Racing's really close to Lorenzo. Oh wow, down the inside. Really enthusiastic move there. And he's got it. Wow. What a move. Will Ray go for it? Oh, Bernardo tied with a switchback. And retakes P4, sorry. Oh! Lorenzo's off into the gravel trap. I don't know what's happened there, but that's pretty much the end of it for Lorenzo. As it's me now sets the fastest lap. Ray is pretty much on the back of Bernardo's time. DRS will not get enabled till the final lap. And Ray has got the move up into P4. So the rest one's wide. The yellow flag is set to 3. And Bellatrix has been disqualified. Interesting. So we are on the penultimate lap here of the Spanish GP, and now what? And now Rick's been disqualified apparently. And Rick has been disqualified. So now we are down to 11. We still have a battle for the lead, but I think It's Me will still win it on penalties as we're about to start the final lap. And Jack has passed Ray. Ray has had an off somewhere. But anyway, DRS has been enabled. Diego's just too far back as the final lap has begun. It's looking like It's Me is going to take a third win of the season. Warren Bernard time and King MJ. I believe King MJ went for a move on Banana's time. But could not get it off. Let's go back on board with the battle for the lead. Diego's incredibly close. Oh, runs wide though. Banana's time picks up a penalty. They've now gone through the last sector for the final time, up the hill for the final time. Yeah, it looks like It's Me is going to cross the line first. I don't think Diego's got anything left in it. King MJ! What's happened to King MJ? He's off. Banana's time's off. Massive pile up, but I don't know what's happened. But anyway, It's Me crosses the line in first and wins the Grand Prix. Diego in second, Surface in third, I believe. Nope, still in Western. Jack fourth. Ray fifth, Lorenzo sixth, King MJ sixth, seventh, Lorenzo eighth. Scott ninth, Banana's time 10th, and John McLean in 11th. Wow. What an ending to the Grand Prix that was. So here is your classification. It's me as a winner of the race. I believe got fastest lap, and that was a brilliant ending, Jack. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, it's me, fastest lap without a penalty. Pretty much led every lap. So amazing from Diego second, Sterling West third, Jack in fourth. Brilliant drive from Jack. Fifth was Surface, sixth Ray, seventh King MJ, eighth Lorenzo, ninth Scott, 10th Bernardo's time at your points. Outside the points is John McLean. Your DNFs and non-finishers were Montoya, Mr. Jennings, ILR Reader, Bellatrix, and Rick. As I said, no podium interviews as I am not the normal commentator. And not gonna lie, I am absolutely shattered. So then that has been it for ILR Americas. Yeah, Jay Court, you joined at the end. Yeah. That's been it from me. You may not see me for another few weeks when someone can't make it. So I will see you whenever.